Kobe, I'll start with you. What does this win mean to an independent like Van Alst?
Well, Greg Van Alst said it himself. Guys like him aren't supposed to do that. A lot of us came into this super speedway race, expecting some of the big teams, like Connor Mosat driving for Joe Gibbs, the Venturini Motorsports, all of those teams. You expected them to be up there, about to win this race. Nobody expected to see like a Jason White, a Greg Van Alst up there fighting for the win. A Sean Court, a Dale Quarterly, who was running really, really well in that car. That used to be a former Daniel Dye car. Yeah, so Greg Van Alst, this was a huge win for the underdogs in the short track community, because a lot of short trackers who are really good drivers never get to make it to this level of motorsport. And Greg Van Alst, he's been working really, really hard to try to reach his moment, and he finally, this is the pinnacle for him to win at the World Center Racing, to win ARCA's crown jewel event on the high banks of Daytona. It's a really special win, a true underdog win, because this is something that nobody saw coming at all. And that was a brilliant move he pulled off to take the lead in NASCAR 3 and 4 there. So kudos to Greg Van Alst. It was really exciting to see his raw emotion. You could tell how much that means to him, because this is not easy at all.
No, it's not. I mean, it's like, no one expected, this people, but it just goes back to what I've heard in the off season. There's a lot of teams that have gotten more competitive over the off season. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Joe. But it was just something good to see, and that's why. Greg winning kind of went back to why I covered this series. It's because, it's just at the end of the day, Greg Van Alst is 41 years old. He's, it was in the Charlie interview that I mentioned, which is on my YouTube channel. He mentioned that his wife came to one of his races for the first time in 17 years. They've got 4 kids, and they're involved in all different activities. I know 2 of his boys play football. One's involved in dance. One of his girls is involved in dance. So, trying to chase kids around. I know they're at the middle school and high school age. So, having to miss a lot of those events. And I know a couple of his kids were down there in Daytona. So it's I've met Greg before. He's a great guy, and just a guy with a dream. Yeah, go ahead. I think Kobe wanted to say something else here, so go ahead.
Yeah, Casey, you were talking about reasons why you want to reasons why you like to cover ARCA. I know Matt Weaver on Twitter was saying one of the reasons why he kind of shift away from ARCA is because you don't see enough stories like Greg Van Alst. Nowadays you typically see all these the young development drivers up there battling for the championship and battling for wins of races. The thing that Matt Weaver brought up, he said he misses the days when you have a mix of these young guns and ARCA regulars who are veterans, like your Frank Campbells, Patrick Schulters, all of those people back in the day. Yeah, so if we were if we're able to get back to that, I think that would bring in even a lot more viewers to ARCA as well. So you're not just seeing like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids that are out there just dominating the show. It would be really nice to see some of those cagey veterans who have been around for a while to like Greg Van Alst up there competing for wins and championships on a regular basis, and a car capable of winning.